Hi guys, how's it going today? So today's live is for gonna be short. I won't spend much time here. So trying to switch on my tab. So I guess this news here, the rate remains the same, right? So definitely let's look at the chart for a while. Okay, trying to see. Okay, trying to see. Trying to see. Yeah, I can. how the live feed is. So based on our analysis yesterday, on my analysis yesterday, not our. So these are what some of the things I did, right? So do this let's break it down a bit. So I've been expecting gold to come down here for a while. You can see this market analysis to fill up this gap here, but for some reason it didn't. Maybe it was waiting for the rate news to be able to do that. So yeah, I did this analysis, and if I should although I closed the trade. You know, I trading I had to close it because it wasn't really going the way wanted it to go. So just going back and forth. So I had to abandon this analysis. But if I should hold the trade up to this time, up to this point, definitely I should be in profit, or I should have hit my TP. So yeah, finally good came to close up this gap here. And see this one. So we should be looking at further buying to the top. So yeah, yesterday I did some analysis based on this data. The road is going to buy with this stuff here, this one. So not really sure at this point. After entering the trade here, as you watched in my previous video or previous live video, I had to at this point. Well, I think at this point somehow I had to change my stop loss to I had to move my stop loss a bit up to mitigate the loss, should it you know keep going down, I shouldn't lose that much because at this point I almost gave up. Like, was it here? I think it was here. I can't really remember. But I want to show you guys the trade I took on my phone. So at this point, after it came down here during our live review, something like that. I can't remember what happened. Either at this red candle or at this one. So I had to move my stop loss a bit. So it hit my stop loss, then started going back up. I think it was at this point because the video was just for 1 hour. So I entered here, then I started the video, right? So I think it should be at this candle. So it came to hit my stop loss because I almost gave up. I thought, man, this trade might not just go my way. So I just tried to reduce my stop loss. It hit my stop loss. Then the trade closed. Then I had to you know um, watch the chart for a bit. Then if you go down to 15 minutes, you want to see how it played out in more detail. Yeah. So I think at this point, this is where I say I'm going to end the live stream I did yesterday. So yeah, it hit my stop loss. I I almost gave up. So but this is the candle that made me come back into the trade, right? So this my live trading session. If you're a beginner, you're also going to learn one or two things from me as I trade. Yeah, I said this showed the candle here. Where's that candle? I think this one. Okay, so we need a higher low. I think this one. Okay, I think it was this candle. Yeah, this is it here. I said this seems like a bearish engulfing candle, but it's not, right? So this it came back here to make a bullish candle. This is a bullish engulfing candle. This is why I got back into the trade. So here is the previous lower low, right? This I thought was the higher low, right? It came to make a higher low. Yeah, it happens, but it went up. It couldn't break this lower high here. It came back down again. So it came back down. It couldn't break this higher lower low, right? It didn't go below the lower low. So that's another confirmation for me to get back into the trade. So I took the trade, you know, it went back up. Still, it didn't break this point. Came back, it made another higher low, and it began to push up. So this serves as extra confirmation for me to stay in the trade and to have more confidence. So it came, it hit our TP. Um, yeah, came to hit our TP, hit my TP, and not our TP, my TP. Then yeah, I was done for yesterday. So looking at, I had another trade running, but this one hit my SL and I didn't get back in because the, yeah, I didn't get back in. But number one, the loss was a bit small. It's smaller than what it's smaller, and it didn't motivate me to get back in the trade. So it was about $43, or no, $25. It's 1 to 2 weeks to reward. So the full stop is about $44 or so, or $48 profit if you do my way. So the way the thing was even going, I just said, "Ah, man, this thing might not really go the way I'm expecting it to go." Right? So it happens. So sometimes the trade might be going your way and just start making reversal. So it came back here and started making reversal again, making higher lows, right? So just know that it will not go your way if you try to trade bearish. So today, let's look at today. First of all, I'll look at gold, then look at this is uh, my trade running BTC USD almost to TP. Let's hit there, almost to TP. This is a perfect good trade, very good trade to take. So let's do some quick analysis on gold. Let's see what's possible for today. It's already telling us that it's going to buy, right? So it came back to fill up this gap here, right? This fair value gap. Then it went up, but then it made a lower high, right? Then came back here to make, came back here now. It's trying to make a bullish engulfing, which is trying to see I'm going to buy, right? So what's happening here? I see. This is a higher time frame analysis. Before now, I used to depend more on technical indicators, but for quite a while, I've not been using them, and my trade has been going. At least I have a bit of confidence. It's been going well. So let's see. So it came down here to mitigate or to get some demands. I think the market has some demands here, on net demands. Yeah, right. There are some unmet demands here, which the market came to feel. Some trades, right, came to feel of these guys, which I think it would do for a while because uh, yeah, it has some fair value gap here as well. So this is an FEG, right? So it came to shit off this guy here, right? Let's look at it. So this is a higher low, right? Should be our first higher low. Yeah, it's been a while. I also depend on the news. I don't check the news again whenever I trade. Whatever it is, let it be. I don't depend on those data to trade. I purely stick with the technical, what I see on the chart, right? What the market is playing on the chart. So let's watch this. We'll go back to 4 hours, 1 hour time. And these have been mitigated. So yeah. So if this one is perfect lower low, right? Lower low, lower high, higher low. This is the first higher low, right? And let's go to 30 minutes. See higher low. First one, 15 minutes. We're saying the first higher low. So I think we're gonna wait a while for this trade to mature, right? So I'm gonna just do the analysis here and just wait. I will not take it immediately until I get extra confirmation for the buy, right? If I take it. So you see there's still some gap here, which the market has not filled up yet. It's come to fill this gap, but you never know. You never can tell how the market moves. You cannot command the market except you have a lot of money to do so. I feel like before the end of this year, gold will be hitting 5,000 plus. 5,000 plus. My Bitcoin will be around 50,000, 45,000. between 45 to 55,000. All right, so this is what I expect from the trade, right? From here, maybe come here, then come down here, maybe somewhere here, come down here, just as it played out yesterday, or go up, or I could just come down, uh, uh, just come down here, yeah, something like this, yeah, something like this. But you never know, you never can tell until you see more confirmations as the day progresses. So this is my expectation for gold. You might come and hit this point, right? But you should be watchful, be looking at the week. Once it didn't close below this guy, this blue guy here, I think it's gonna start buying. But if it comes down and close below this guy, I mean the body, right? So we wanna watch it out. We wanna maybe uh, watch for even at this point. I think the way the market is at this point, you can enter for a sell, right? The sell is still valid. The way the market is at this point, because there's a lot of sell pressure already, right? But you never can tell. Even if you're going in for a sell, it's just the TP should be here and or here. This place you never can tell if it's gonna feel it. But I will not get into a sell. I will wait for buy confirmation. If it breaks this point, then I should be looking at entering the sell to see what it can deliver at this point, maybe from here to here. Right? But I still believe it's gonna buy. So I'll just watch. This is the first bullish confirmation, right? So I need to see more confirmation before I get it. So for Euro USD, let's look at it. This Euro USD, it's already selling. Maybe to higher time frame. This is daily chart. Selling. From the daily chart, Euro USD is on the sell, bearish. So what do we do? Let's see. It's something I might want to take. And I want to take. So it's no FUG. This is some FUG fair value gap. Yeah. So let's see. So this has been mitigated. See, I feel like at this point it might go into bullish, but at this point do not trade bullish. You just have to wait for extra performance. It's better you trade bearish, right? When you trade USC, you should be more bearish because the market is bearish. All these are, you know, stop loss hunting. These guys are going to take stop loss. So let me see. Wow. So the market is no trade at this point because you might be trying to transition into bullish market point. You still have to wait for extra confirmation to trade the bearish. So no trade. And let me see what similar to gold. Gold is more bullish now than this guy. Can trade gold bullish, but this guy you have to wait for several confirmations because USD is still very, very much hawkish. So I'm actually maybe expecting something like this, right? Um, Something like this, right? So I'm expecting something like this for USD. So this is the last daily lower low I drew out. So it might come to try to see if it can break below the lower low. If it cannot, then it might be a point to, you know, to shift to the upside to try to gather more momentum or to change into a bullish market due to the Iran war and things like that. Or it might just go up like this, maybe at this point. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. I cannot just assume. You know, but this one, I think, is going to come down here. No matter what it does, it's going to try to see if it's going to be able to break this lower low. So even if it's bullish, it's just for short term until it gets down to this point. Let's look at it. Daily chart, right? This is the last low for this bearish low. So as we know, it hasn't made a higher high yet, right? After this run, it made a lower high, right? So assuming it has made higher high, it has said okay, it might not come down to that point, maybe somewhere just before the point. Maybe at this point, it can start trading back up. So I feel like to make a higher high, you first need to make a lower high, right? So it's going to come to this point until try to make lower high or get rejected. And let's see an example down here. Yeah, right. This is it. This is the last low, right? Came back, went up, she came back down again to test that point. Went up, right? Went up, came down, broke it. Didn't break it. This one didn't break it. Look at it very well. So it's going to come to test that low again. So This guy didn't break it. Right? Came down, he tried to break it with this two candle, but it didn't break below this point. Got it? So at this point, it started going back up. He even came to test it here again. Right? So you know, started shooting up, shooting up, shooting up. So I feel like before it's gonna go back up, it's still more bearish. Right? It's gonna shoot a bit. Any small news now, any small negative news might just make that thing up, like the way I just said it. And that pressure, that selling pressure will just shoot it down. Boom. So it doesn't have to wait like days or several hours. Just small pressure will just come down to retest it to see if the market can hold at this level. Can hold at this level, then you know that you could change trajectory and start going back up. Let's look at the RSI. Should be at yeah, it's telling us it's going to oversold. Right? So everything about Euro USD at this point is bearish. So if you want to trade it, bearish. But at this point, I can't see any trade here for Euro USD. I'm able to enter a trade at this point here, somewhere around here. I want to trade it. Here's what I want to trade on Euro USD. Something like that. 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Yeah, something like this. This is what I want to trade once it comes back up. So gold, I still have a bit of confidence. It might be bullish. Who knows? Let's watch and see. Once you break this guy, it's gonna go down. Uh, this guy is the bullish stuff is so strong. The bullish pull is so strong. So I believe that everyone is watching tomorrow to see what's gonna happen between Iran and USD. So if the deal is signed, right? If the deal is signed, I believe this guy is gonna go down. This guy is gonna tank down. But the war is not still over. So maybe this, because the deal is not signed, these guys are still going to be bearish. Even gold, you know, gold is showing strong bearish pressure there and small bullish pressure. So I feel there's a tendency it's still going to break down to this point. But I won't sell it at this point because there's no confirmation yet for me to enter a sell. But this sells as well. This is a doji. And the gravestone. This is a gravestone doji, right? So maybe if I get more confirmation, I'm gonna enter a sale for this guy. So everyone is watching for tomorrow to see how it's gonna play out. So this guy is so much bullish. eh, So much bullish. Bullish pool is very strong. So if you want to train, learn how to trade forex, hit me up, send me a message, comment in this video, and I'll definitely get back to you. All right, guys. I think I'll be ending the live stream in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So these are the pairs I wanted to trade, but none of them have any valid trade at this point. So maybe I'll just keep watching them to see what's possible after now. Put down block. So I'm waiting for a put down. Again, to strong bullish markets. I feel like this is gonna be a bullish move. It's still gonna go up. Maybe this point, 61 to 50. You know, USD and other pairs are correlated, right? So if this is giving me bullish markets, others should definitely be bearish. This guy should be bearish. This guy should be mix a bit of bullish and bearish and looking for a stop loss to get, right? Then this one also, not sure what it is or what's going to be. This guy is making a change. Might not get to my points. 1 to 2. Let me see. Is it 1 to 2 yet? Yeah, it's not yet. We might not get to this point, but let's keep watching it. It's trying to make a change here. This is the first higher low. Please get to this point. Please get to this point. I feel like it might get there. Who knows? Let's get to this point. Um, so I'm looking at trading this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna trade this guy. Just waiting for it to come down a bit. Maybe 2 o'clock. Let's see how 2 o'clock is gonna be. I see a pull down between 150 to 205, and I'm gonna enter for a buy to the upside. So mind you, this guy is supposed to fill up this stuff, right? I drew this thing from some candle some months ago. Yeah, this candle. I think this is like 1 week analysis. This was the candle. So there's nothing certain in forex. Whatever you see, you get. So something that is something certain. You might do an analysis and just decide to go wherever it wants to go. You're not the market. You're not the big investor. You're not the institutional investor. So trades with good risk management. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get into a buy. There's still possibility to go to the upside. Anyway, till 2 o'clock, I'm gonna enter this trade for a buy. Right? Let's see. In fact, I think this is the best position. This is the best time to enter now. So I'm gonna close with this. I bullish this guy. Yeah, let's go. Let's close with this guy. Here's the JPY getting into bullish. Or should we just wait till 2 o'clock? Let me give it enough room to break. Uh, like I'm seeing possibilities of upside here. Seeing possibilities for the upside here. Alright, so this is gonna be where the stop loss is. And then let's see. So this is the trade I'm taking. Right? Alright guys, so finally found a trade to take, and let me quickly do that before it goes beyond our target. USD JP1. Let me try buy. Setting an SL. Going to TP 279. Right, guys, can see. So you can see like this. So I'm going to be monitoring this trade. Once it goes up a bit, I'll be definitely moving my stop loss to break even or something like that. So I think we should do the same. Take a big profit, right? Don't think that the market is meant for you and you hold without taking some profit. Whenever you have the opportunity to take money from the market, you should do that. Take money from the market, you should do that. All right, guys, do enjoy your day, or yeah, do enjoy your day. It's not weekend yet. See you soon in the next video.